From relentless conflict to rampant crime, the world's most dangerous countries of 2024 offer a stark reminder of the perilous conditions faced by millions. Explore the regions where instability and violence shape daily life and challenge any sense of security. 10. Pakistan. Pakistan continues to face security challenges due to ongoing issues with militant groups, particularly in regions such as Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The country experiences frequent terrorist attacks and sectarian violence. Political instability and corruption further complicate the security situation, making Pakistan a country with significant risks and safety concerns. 9. Venezuela. Venezuela is grappling with severe political and economic turmoil, which has led to widespread shortages of basic necessities and hyperinflation. The country faces high rates of violent crime, including homicides and kidnappings. The political crisis, coupled with an authoritarian government, exacerbates the danger, making Venezuela a challenging place to navigate. 8. Central African Republic. The Central African Republic, CAR, is experiencing continuous armed conflict and violence from various rebel groups and militias. The security situation is precarious, with frequent clashes and high levels of violent crime. The ongoing conflict has led to significant displacement and a dire humanitarian situation. The weak governance and lack of control over many regions contribute to the dangerous environment. 7. Somalia. Somalia faces persistent violence and insecurity due to the activities of the militant group Al-Shabaab and other armed factions. The country is also troubled by piracy and frequent terrorist attacks. The weak central government and ongoing conflict contribute to a high level of violent crime and instability, making Somalia one of the most hazardous regions in the world. 6. Libya. Libya remains divided and unstable, with ongoing clashes between rival factions and governments. The country is plagued by armed groups controlling various regions, leading to high levels of violence and crime. The lack of a unified government and effective law enforcement exacerbates the security situation, making Libya highly dangerous. The continuous conflict and instability make it challenging to achieve any semblance of order. 5. Yemen. Yemen is in the midst of a severe humanitarian crisis due to a prolonged civil war. The conflict involves the Houthi rebels and the internationally recognized government, leading to widespread violence and destruction. The ongoing war has resulted in frequent airstrikes, ground battles, and a deteriorating humanitarian situation, including famine and a collapsing healthcare system. The dangerous conditions make Yemen one of the most perilous countries. 4. Iraq. Despite efforts to stabilize Iraq, the country continues to struggle with violence and instability. The presence of militant groups like ISIS and ongoing sectarian tensions contribute to a volatile security situation. Frequent bombings and attacks are common, posing severe risks to safety. Political and economic issues further complicate the situation, with governance struggles exacerbating the instability. 3. South Sudan. South Sudan, the world's youngest nation, faces severe instability and conflict. Since gaining independence in 2011, the country has been plagued by civil war and tribal violence. The conflict has resulted in high levels of violent crime and frequent armed clashes. The weak governance structures and rampant corruption further contribute to the country's dangerous conditions, making South Sudan one of the most volatile regions. 2. Syria. Syria is deeply entrenched in a humanitarian crisis, with the Syrian civil war dragging on for over a decade. The conflict involves multiple factions, including government forces, rebel groups, and extremist organizations. This ongoing violence results in frequent bombings and attacks, making the country highly unsafe. The war has led to massive displacement and a severe humanitarian crisis, with millions of people in urgent need of aid. 1. Afghanistan. Afghanistan remains one of the most dangerous countries in 2024 due to ongoing conflict and instability. The country continues to experience violent clashes between the Taliban and various insurgent groups. Terrorist activities, including bombings and armed skirmishes, are frequent, posing significant risks to both locals and visitors. The absence of a stable government and the constant power struggles exacerbate the dangerous environment, making Afghanistan extremely perilous.